welcome everybody. Randy Replay. Excuse me. Sorry, Randy Replay. Randy Replay. Back at it again. And the sound I just made was how I described this season. Very, very duty-like. A 3-13 bottom of the division operation, but you've had flashes. We've said it all season. You've had flashes of goodness. You've had a couple wins, a big win in Buffalo, a big dramatic come from behind win at home against the Giants, and I honestly cannot remember what the other win was. Anyway, we will go over all that in my end-of-year extravaganza, the best time of the season, especially after this season, where none of the teams that we follow made the playoffs, but that is A-okay. We do have some news and some stuff to get to, but let's get to the injury report first. For Minnesota, it's just Christian Darrisaw on the makeshift offensive line, out for the rest of the way with broken ribs. He has been put on the IR. And for the Bears, James O'Shaughnessy dislocated ankle. He was put on IR, as well as Kyle Long, so the right side of that offensive line will be vulnerable, as Kyle Long is expected to retire at the end of this season. We'll see. And as far as your playoff picture, everything will become 100% crystal clear at the conclusion of this game. As the final game in a meaningless season for both of these teams here today comes to a close, we will find out who locks up all of the seeded positions. And then as far as the news goes, a couple big nuggets that Randy Replay totally botched the call on last week. If we look at the season stats, Kirk Cousins has surpassed 5,000 yards with his previous performance. He has surpassed 20 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook, you know, doing Dalvin things. But Justin Jefferson, despite missing 4 or 5 games, I do believe it was 4, he still has 100 catches, and he hit his 10th gritty 10th touchdown in the last game. Tyler Johnson, though, we can follow this one through this game. This will be the main storyline in a meaningless season right at the end. He needs 3 catches to get 100, and this will be the first time the Vikings have 3 100 reception receivers in a season since 1998, with 3 deep: Jake Reed, Randy Moss, and Chris Carter. So, biggest storyline of the day. And then, as we go to the NFL records for single season receiving yards, Justin Jefferson, 1,813 yards. The record is 1964. Quick math would tell us that 152 yards from JJ will get him the record here today. So, my question for the Vikings fan line when we get it up, is it worth going for the record in a meaningless game? Randy would say yes, and that he should definitely, him being, excuse me, goodness gracious, him being Kevin O'Connell, trying to get him the record. Adam Thielen not too far behind with 1,777 yards. That math is too hard for Randy to do real quick, so we'll just say 300 yards will get him the record here today. So a couple storylines to watch in this one. As far as off-season news, it has been announced. Breaking news here via Atlanta, Georgia. The Falcons are looking to clean house, and they have done so. As we take a look at the Falcons front office staff and coaching staff, rather, they have fired their head coach, offensive coordinator, and defensive coordinator. So a brand new regime coming in to the Falcons, resetting everything, burning it down, building it up from the ashes. And it is rumored that they are pursuing a top 3 pick in this next year's draft. So, as we know, the Falcons kind of went all in on this season with what's on the line. It didn't work out. Just heartbreaking loss there right at the end as they were pushing for playoff seeding. As you can see, they're 6-11. And they're trying to get back into this thing. So if we go into the standings and we look at the draft order now, the Bills sit at number 1, the Vikings at number 2, the Texans at number 3, and then da Bears, depending on how today goes, at number 4. The Falcons are listed at number 6, but they don't have a pick, so we're just going off of these. Excuse me. These standings here. So, of these top 5 here, 3 teams need a quarterback. There are 3 quarterbacks available in Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and I do believe the other guy's name is Anthony. Oh gosh, I always forget the guy's name. Anthony, let's take a look at the top 3 prospects, actually. Anthony Richardson, number 4. So Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, 3 top-tier quarterbacks in the first 5 picks. It is widely rumored and widely expected that the excuse me, the Bills at number 1 are going to take Peter Skoronski. Despite him falling to number 5, he's still the best offensive lineman in the draft. But they could come up, they could surprise, that being the Falcons taking the linebacker Will Anderson, who has jumped up. But Anthony Richardson, the story of the draft, jumping up 21 spots up into the top 5, making a claim that he is the best and most versatile quarterback in the draft. Of course, all of this will be covered in my end-of-year extravaganza. These are just little nuggets to tease such extravaganza. So another guy that's really been coming up is Kele Ringo, number 8, cornerback out of Georgia. He was out of the top 29. I think he was 33, and now he's number 8. So throughout the course of the season, we have seen this top 10 prospects really fluctuate. Where it was Peter Skoronski at number 1 to start the season, he is now slid to number 5 projected overall. So a couple storylines to follow there. If they do indeed make a few moves and get up into the top 3, you got to believe that puts the pressure really on Minnesota to pick their quarterback and make sure they pick the best one available, because if they don't, he goes to Atlanta. So my goodness, this is going to be one crazy offseason. I know lots of cap room over there in Atlanta. I think Buffalo has some as well. Minnesota has spent a good majority of theirs, so they'll be building through the draft, at least this season. And we're going to follow all of it right here on the SSN. Well, the teams are just about ready to kick off in Chicago. We're going to send you out there, and I will see you just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it. It is a marathon, not a sprint, and we have sprinted, well, we've marathoned it rather, all the way to the end of the 2022-2023 season. We've made it. We could put this 3-13 operation, pending any weirdness here today as the flyover for the last game of the season happens. Minnesota coming out in Randy Replay's favorite jerseys, the early 2000s throwback away jerseys. Justin Fields takes the field to a eruption. You can't hear it because of the game day music playing, but that's okay. The end of the season. Hard fought, but in the end, just the inconsistencies from that guy, Kirk Cousins, plaguing us. But that's okay, because we still have JJ. Anyway, that all rhymed. We're going to get you out to kickoff here. Minnesota has won the toss, have elected to defer like they normally do. Everybody's getting a little bit ready here. It's meaningless football, week 18 in the 2022-2023 season, but that's okay. We're still going to try and have fun, and here we go. For the last time in a kickoff to open a game, Joey Sly, this season at least, kicks it. Returnable. A very rare returnable kick from Joey. Big hit put on to the returner, and he out trots Justin Fields. We'll take a look at his numbers from the season. 3,650 yards, 26 touchdowns against 22 picks for his campaign. He's got a good little group of weapons here. They just need to do a little bit better putting it all together, and they could be dangerous down the stretch. Also, a little nugget that Randy forgot to cover in the pregame. Andrew Booth Jr. will be starting in this game. Cameron Danzler will be sat for the last outing, and Booth Jr. of the Andrew variety will be starting. So he's going to be out there in the slot today. As nice little pass from Fields. Goes for a completion. There's a big run. And a huge run for Montgomery. He really chewed us up in the home game. This one goes for 31 to the left side. And oh my heavens. So the game that these two teams played in Minnesota, he was a very vital part of that game. Short throw across the middle. Big hit. Harrison Smith. Not Cole Kmet. That'll be Pettis that will hold on. 8 of 7. Oh, he just got there. Zadarius Smith just got back there to Fields a little bit too late. He caused the incompletion, though. That's all that we can ask for. Justin Fields in the shotgun on this 3rd and 3. Montgomery to his left. Gets the snap. Looks left. Throws right. Caught. I don't know how you play that any better if you're Rhodes. That will be, I do believe, Cole Kmet on the reception. Nope, that's Deontay Pettis again. 2 for 10 now today. Dang. So Fields out of the shotgun. Gets the snap. Big protections. Batted away by Eric Kendricks. So now, the near formation. Deployed for the Bears. Throws. Caught. All the way off to the left side there. That is Humphreys. Just signed a couple weeks ago, Adam Humphreys. And the Bears are now going to start this 1st and 10 from the 10. Short throw, caught. That is Darnell Mooney in for the score. Wow, so a quick little drive for Fields and company, and Darnell Mooney will score first for the Bears. And Eric Kendricks kind of just stopped and let him in. That's weird. So here's the point after to make it 7-0. Kick is away, is good. 8-play, 75-yard drive. See what Minnesota wants to do in the answer back. As we have 12 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Wong-Woo will let it bounce out the back of the end zone, and that is where we say hello to Kirk Cousins, who has not had his best season in the NFL. In fact, it'd be one to forget. Waving to Purple Nation that has come out. 5,080 yards, a career high, 21 touchdowns, 63 interceptions. My goodness, Kirk. It has been confirmed that the NFL will not track any interceptions after 63, so it's a little bit of a saving grace. I know we have thrown more than that. Well, anyway, single back set for Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, he's got 3 wide receivers to his left. The handoff is to the aforementioned Cook. He'll cut up the middle, rather. A couple yard gainer there. We'll see what Minnesota wants to do 2nd down. 12:10 left to go. In a meaningless football game at the end of the season where both these teams have missed the playoffs, Kirk throws. He's got JJ, drops it. And here in the cold, the football is going to be a little bit, for lack of a better term, a little bit harder to catch. that football is going to be rock hard. There's no other way to explain it, guys. Let's get our minds out of the gutter. And it's harder to catch here. So, Kirk throws, weaving. Oh my gosh, that is Irv Smith Jr. I swear the ball just weaved through defenders. I think Kirk is a wizard that weaved through a couple defenders. That's got to be one of the better passes we've seen from him this season. No? Yes? Anyway, so Cousins with a first down completion. You're not going to hear it, but I'll say it. Baru. There's a throw off to the left. That is JJ. He needs 152 yards to break the single season reception record. And he's off to a good start here. So if you scheme JJ, well it'd be hard to have that happen if you're the Bears, that is. So Kirk Cousins out of the shotgun, calling out protections like he always does. Gets the snap, throws, caught JJ again. They're really trying. You can tell 36 yards for JJ in this one so far, and they're going to go no huddle. Cousins, direct snap. Gets it, throws it. That is Irv Smith Jr. again. He's trying to truck over a defender. Not going to happen. First down, 50 yards for Cousins on this drive. My heavens. So first and 10 from the 23. 10 minutes left to go. There's Dalvin. Going to carry a couple of the defenders up to the 18. We'll see what Cousins wants to do here. Tries to get him to jump. Not going to work. Gets the snap. He's got an open Justin Jefferson. I do believe he's got the first down. He does. So just taking what the defense gives him. And there you go. 29 yards for JJ here on the opening drive. So a good mixture of run and pass plays, and Kirk is getting it done for the most part. So from the 13, down 7. Give to Dalvin. He gets met right away. That'll be a no gain. There's Harrison Phillips trying to cheer up the defense. They're allowing some points there, but can't really be too mad at them. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. So here we go. Cousins, shotgun, gets the snap. Looking, throwing it away. And he held that thing as long as he possibly could. Great coverage down the field. That'll force a 3rd and 10 now. Cousins under center. So here we go. Kirk Cousins under center, gets the snap. It's a quick throw to Tyler Johnson across the middle. He gets a first down to the 2. And Chicago seemingly brought the house, but now only 2 receptions away from 100 for Tyler Johnson. So a lot of storylines to keep up with this one. And Tyler almost made it. So here we go. Now what do you do if you're Minnesota? From the 2, it is Cousins in the shotgun. He's going to send Adam Thielen in motion left to right. Bears showing zone coverage without moving anybody to Thielen's side of the field. To give us to Cook. Cook will cross the plane. Touchdown, Minnesota. So the motion to Thielen, and Cook says you can't see me, as he scores his 13th touchdown of the campaign. He almost has as many touchdowns as we have losses. And that is A-okay. We're having fun here on closing day. Hey, that rhymed again. My goodness. I should really be a poet. Great. Oh my gosh. And that is how it goes. Minnesota playing press coverage to the outside. Snap. Corralled. Thrown. Big hit put on. Fumble, and it's Eric Hendricks. Eric Hendricks will come up with it, go out of bounds. And my heavens, Harrison Smith, another forced fumble. He leads the team. That's all I know. I do believe that is number... It's got to be double digits for him. And of course, there's always the question, was the receiver down? Dalvin, 23 for 103 last week in the season. Might be. Dalvin Cook. Dalvin gets space. Dalvin's loose, sheds a defender, and he gets into the end zone for his 2nd of the day. Fred flip. He just did a Fortnite emote, the flippin' sexy emote done by Dalvin. Touchdown, Minnesota. How many broken tackles does he have this season? Oh my heavens. And then he pulls out the flippin' sexy emote made famous by the game Fortnite. Mamma mia. Let's see if Joey Sly can make an extra point. Kick is away. It is good. We go up 13-7. Ooh, stat column as far as I can tell. And there's Harrison Smith. Go, 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 go. Harrison Smith, a chance for a pick six. He's not going to do it. He's slow in his old age, but gosh darn it, is he a difference maker. Harrison Smith gives the boot to Justin Fields, who just made his first mistake of the game. Bam! Wowzers. Just stopped on a dime. What a crime. And he gets the pick. Man, Randy's coming off with some of his best calls of the season today. Speaking about today, 10 rushes, 49 yards, and 2 touches for Dalvin. You think he should start next season, everybody? Ah! Anyway, here we go. Cousins gets the snap. He sees JJ in the end zone on one play, and he gets a gritty in Chi-Town. And we're going to go back. We're going to watch the TV broadcast replay, and then we're going to go into the SSN replay. But my goodness, what a throw. Oh, what a catch by Justin Jefferson. Harrison Phillips. I mean, being a 3-13 team, you think spirits would be really, really low, but my God, this team is amazing. Here we go. Real quick before the extra point is kicked, Kirk Cousins puts it in a spot, and JJ fully extends to get it. Gordon has no shot, and we see a gritty just outside the red zone. So a touchdown, this to make it 20-7. Joey Sly, the Sly guy, missed one earlier. Kick is away, it's good. Right down the middle. Tackler this season. So gain of 4. Hicks will range over. It is another carry for Montgomery. He won't get it this time. And they're going to go for it. You might as well in a meaningless game. I like the call here. Minnesota showing blitz all the way across the field. Here they come. Harrison Smith with a sack. Untouched. A user, as the kids would say. And Harrison Smith with a great stat line. A pick and a sack. All within the last 2 drives. Wow, he's fired through the line. 2.3 seconds from snap to sack. Nelly. Empty setback shotgun gets the snap. It is a throw. Wide open. Dalvin. Dalvin across the 50. And I'm going to show you in the SSN Spider-Man first down celebration there. I'm going to show you why this play worked out so well here in the SSN replay. So what they do is they have Dalvin out wide. They have JJ in the slot. Now, a little question for Vikings fan line. Who do you think is going to draw the most attention out of Dalvin or JJ? You're correct. It is JJ. Watch the safety. He's going to drift over. The corner is going to stay on JJ. It's going to be like a pick and roll play in the NBA. And there's Dalvin open across to the left side, getting into the middle of the field. So we've seen it this season a couple times, and it works again here, the pick and roll, as it were. So here we go. Fields, empty setback. Gets the snap. Throws. Incomplete. They're going to call that a catch? Let's take a peek at this. Minnesota might want to challenge. I do believe he was out. Yeah, hard to tell. Watch the feet. Yeah, his left foot is out. Minnesota should challenge this for sure. And that is just what they'll do. Kevin O'Connell throws the flag. You can call it a meaningless football game, but
the previous play is under review.
There we go. We have to have the referees get their announcement off that he's clearly out. Doesn't matter if he had possession. That left foot hits the white paint of the grass. And we'll see what happens here. That was a quick review. We'll see what happens. One more time, we'll see what happens.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Ruling on the field is reversed. It's like we knew it before he even said it, and Minnesota wins a challenge this season. They have challenged it 3 times. Kevin O'Connell, 1 for 3. Not bad. So Justin Fields shotgun gets the snap. Intercepted. Xavier Rhodes, 21. This one's going all the way back. No, it's not. Fields catching up with Xavier down at the 2. My heavens, the speed of Fields, but do what you want. Xavier Rhodes just picked off Justin Fields for his 21st interception on the year. What an undercut. We are in negotiations for re-signing. So far, I've been told that they are not fruitful. And you gotta get him back. We gotta have him for next season. We just gotta. Anyway, Kirk Cousins under center. Dalvin behind him. The give is to Dalvin. Dalvin, no. Did not get in. No late signal coming. It's a no touchdown for Dalvin. So the I formation now. The toss goes to Dalvin again. He's got some blocking, but no, they get in the backfield, and here we go. Here we go. Big 3rd and goal. Cousins gets the snap. Just as he's about ready to release a sack, Roquan Smith. Oh boy. And the Bears fans like that. Some are braving the cold in short sleeves. And this will be Joey Sly to make it 26-7. It's very demoralizing. Joey Sly's kick is away, sneaks in on the left side of the upright. It is good. Minnesota leads. So you love to get Dalvin his 3rd. Just didn't happen. A field goal attempt. It's to make it 26-10. Kick is away. Sneaks in just barely. He almost doinked it again. So Santos will kick the Bears to within 16 of Minnesota. Not a lot of cheers raining down after that one. And Wong will get this up. There is the 2-minute warning. Gets this thing up to the 29, and that is where Minnesota will take over. Here we go. Cousins, shotgun, gets the snap. Throws. Caught JJ. He's going to get 10. No huddle. Employed. Or deployed, however you want to look at it. Cousins gets the snap. Throws. Incomplete. I don't know if he was going for the underneath guy or what, but either way, incomplete. Here we go. Cousins again gets the snap. Late start for Thielen. He will get the ball. First down, Minnesota. They're going to go no huddle one more time. And here we go. Cousins, shotgun. Will he get him this time? No, incomplete, no flags. 1:04 left. So 1:04 left to go in the half. Cousins gets the snap, short throw. Actually, a big throw to JJ. JJ gets about 15 here. They'll call a timeout. So Justin Jefferson, 15 exactly. Randy Replay is pretty good at that, isn't he? It's okay, you can admit it. Here we go. Cousins gets the snap. Throws. Intercepted. JJ, come on. You got to come back. Got to come back for that one. Oh, boy. Jackson will get his 2nd of the game. And That is how that drive will end. Fields won't set back. Drifting is Kendricks. The throw will go to Humphreys, rather. Minnesota's just playing this off-ball defense once again. Fields, throw across the middle, caught. There's Cole Kmet. And here we go. Fields again in the shotgun. Gets the snap. And that will be Daniil Hunter bringing him down. Great coverage down the field, especially in the middle there. And that'll force the last timeout. 2nd and 18 now. So 2nd and 18. Here we go, Minnesota. Fields out of the shotgun, gets the snap. Short throw. Keeps him in bounds. That should do it. And it does. So that will be the half. 26-10 is your score. Cousins 4, I do believe, first half interceptions, but what are you going to do? End of the season, doesn't matter. We're just going out there slinging the ball. Let's take a look at what's going on around the league currently as the Bills game is still underway. As we will travel across the border to Green Bay, where the Packers have retaken the lead. 13-3. Aaron Rodgers 3 touchdowns in that one. 21-10. Just about at the half. In Indianapolis, another blowout. 21-7. Mills throwing a touchdown. Matt Ryan 3 touchdowns. Pittman catching 1 of them. My goodness. And down in Florida, Jacksonville will be taking care mightily of the Titans, 21-0. So that'll have some playoff implications as far as seeding. Trevor Lawrence, 2 touchdowns in that one. My goodness. So for the Vikings, it has been all about the short pass. 60% completion percentage, 67 yards through the air. They're doing it just under 45% of the time. And on the other side of the ball, it's pretty much the same thing. 38%, 84 completion percentage, 69 nice yards through the air. So for your Vikings, Kirk Cousins brought back down to earth here at a QB rating we're used to seeing him at, 51.5. He is 18 for 30, 201, 60% completion percentage. For those of you that didn't know how to do math or simply didn't look right here. 1 touchdown, 3 picks. And, yeah, it's a meaningless football game. This is basically an exhibition that you're forced to play. Dalvin Cook, 14 carries, 51 yards, 2 touchdowns today. Justin Jefferson, 8 for 80. So about 72 yards left to go to get the record. We'll see if he can do it. 1 touchdown in this one today. Also a drop ball. Irv Smith, 4 for 54. Tyler Johnson, 3 for 34. Adam Thielen, 1 for 11. As I stubbed my toe. Ouchkey Bibbles. Nobody cares about defense. Nobody cares about blocking. We're going to go to defense and look at total tackles. And no surprise, it's the season-leading, team-leading Eric Hendricks and Jordan Hicks, 7 and 7 respectively. Daniil Hunter, 2 tackles for loss in this one. 1 by Peterson, Bark, Hendricks, and Smith. 2 sacks, Daniil Hunter and Harrison Smith untouched. 2 picks, Xavier Rhodes and Harrison Smith. So what a stat line for Harry the Hitman in this one. Also has a forced fumble. Pass deflections, Cameron Danzler, Eric Hendricks, Xavier Rhodes. Forced fumbles, Harrison Smith and Jordan Hicks. We got one of those back. Recovered by Eric Hendricks. No safeties, no defensive touchdowns, no block kicks for your Minnesota Vikings in the first half. Joey Sly, 2 for 2 from 53. And then 2 for 3 on extra points. We're going to get you back out. Kickoff right around the corner.
That penalty is declined.
Here we go. We will take the yardage from JJ. And wow, okay, so nothing doing there in the run game for Dalvin, and we're going to go no huddle. We are going no huddle. Here we go. Cousins. Under center. He does have JJ. I do believe this will do it. I do believe. It's pretty close here. As there's a first down. If we get one, he has 128. He needs 30. 9, 10, 11, 12, 24 to get the record. 24 yards, ladies and gentlemen. And how many times have we seen that where he calls out of it and these teams don't scheme for that? Kirk Cousins. Another run to JJ, another run to Dalvin, rather. No, nothing doing there. And here we go. Kirk Cousins under, in the shotgun, rather. Gets the snap. It is a throw. It is JJ. He will hold on to the ball. I don't think that's enough. 5, 10, 15, 20. It might actually be. We're going to take a look at the stats here. Coming into the game, he needs 152. Coming into the game, he needs 152. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got 141. 11 yards for JJ in a quarter and change. Can he do it? That remains to be seen. I tried to make a rhyme, it didn't work. Here we go. give Ace to Cook. He'll carry a defender up to the 14. And Adam Thielen in a non-contact injury holding his right shoulder. Oh no. So Adam Thielen, I think he's walking out towards, oh no. Adam Thielen is leaving. And the Bears fans are cheering as he's leaving. My goodness, you dirty, dirty Bears fans. You wretched scum. So here we go. Kirk Cousins, shotgun, gets the snap. He throws it up for JJ, wide open in the end zone. I do believe that's going to do it. And there's another gritty second touchdown of the day for JJ. Sheesh, he does the sheesh gritty. And what a play by Cousins, putting it right where he needs to. And we're going to check the stats. I do believe that was 11-yard touchdown. No indication yet. A torn labrum in the last game of the season. If I was Adam Thielen, I'd be pretty upset. 32-10 now for the Vikings. This to make it 33. Kick is away. It is good. So we will check the stats here. 7-play, 76-yard drive capped off by a JJ touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, he has done it. By 3 yards, he has achieved single season greatness. Justin Jefferson now the record holder for most receiving yards in a single season. Let's give it up. Vikings fan line, where are you at? Your star wide receiver just passed the single season mark for most receiving yards. My heavens. So JJ with a great performance in a 3-13 operation. We look forward to great things from him next season. He is one of the best, if not the best. Brought down by, looks like, number 38. Who is that? Quick. Kenny Wilkes. Minnesota will follow suit. And then they'll switch it up again. Here we go. And it is a touchdown. Cole Kmet across the middle. He's doing the Bernie with Montgomery. And there you have it. So 33-22, this to make it a 20-point game again. Actually 10 points, sorry. And the kick is good, 50. So Joey Sly into the win from 50. Here we go. The kick is away. The wind will bring it back in. It looked like it was going to be doinked, but the wind will bring it back in. And my heavens, from 50, not JJ, Joey Sly. Well, he is a 1J. Joey Sly is good. So going with a 4 wide receiver set. Fields, lone setback, gets the snap. Flushed, throws, intercepted. Harrison Smith, he got his second of the day. Harrison Smith, boom shakalaka, this one. So on the run, Fields just throws it up for Pettis, and oh, Smith is a physical defender. And here comes Joey Sly in for a 28-yard field goal. Kicks away. A chip shot is good. 39-26 now. We go. 2nd and 8 now. It wasn't the single back. It was the lone set, and there is Xavier Rhodes with number 22 to end the game. You would think, or get really close to it. Xavier Rhodes with 22. He leads the league, I do believe. Buffalo, not done yet, though. And Xavier Rhodes, you have to re-sign this guy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And ladies and gentlemen, Ty Chandler, the rookie, will check in. 6:39 left to go in a meaningless football game where you got a big lead. You might as well. So Ty Chandler's first carry in the season, I do believe, will go for 3 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong. Austin departed. They got a 2nd-round pick for him. Ty Chandler showing some moves, getting into the open field across the middle, or up the middle, however it worked, or was, or is. You decide. Free country, you can do whatever you want, and this should bring it in with pretty close to 240 here left to go in the game. Ty Chandler behind. Ooh, Ty bringing it up. Gets 3 on that one, and now they could just bring this thing just north of the 2-minute warning. Minnesota should be able to do it. Gulp. So 3rd down here. What is Minnesota gonna do? Well, we all know what they're gonna do. They have Ty Chandler in the backfield, single back set. Does go to Chandler. He does find room, and he will jump. He's having fun out there. You can't blame the rookie. You just can't. That would be a national travesty if you blame the rookie there. So Ty Chandler. Oh my dick. Oh no, I'm fired. Oh God. Okay, here we go. Ty Chandler. There's a little misdirection play, and he will run into his own lineman. Bears will call a timeout. Bears will call a timeout. And that's to be expected. So 2nd and 11 now. Ty Chandler will get up to the 11. 3rd and 8 now. Football logic says you throw this thing. We'll see what they want to do. As Dalvin Cook goes out as a wide receiver to the left. Directing traffic is Ritter. He will get the snap. It is a throw to Cook. Incomplete. 4th and 8. They're going to keep the offense out there. And ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Peterson is out there, likely to take his last run as a Minnesota Viking and a last run as a running back in the NFL. Adrian Peterson gets the first down. My goodness. Adrian Peterson on his not his last run. They didn't expect him to get that. Adrian Peterson, as Randy Replay shows a bit of emotion. Oh my heavens. And AP will get not into the end zone. They're going to keep giving it to him. They might as well. He's so close on getting there. Adrian Peterson gets in. Last touchdown in purple. Last touchdown in the NFL. Adrian Peterson. And he is pumping his fist like he just won the majors of a golf tournament. Adrian Peterson, AP, all day, whatever you want to call him. Thank you for the memories, even though some weren't so nice. That is how Adrian Peterson will go out of his career, a storied 13-year career with a touchdown in the team that drafted him all the way back in 2007. One of the best to do it, and I'm very, very honored to call his last official NFL touchdown. Once again, Covenant claps for AP. And my goodness, his last 2 games, 3 carries and a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Very nice. Joey Slide ascended down. You love to see it. You love to see it. What a great cap to this horrible season. Ends on a high note. A 23-point victory pending any score here by Da Bears, and it's good to see. It's good to see. Here we go. Justin Fields out of the shotgun. Gets the snap. Montgomery goes out. Throw caught. Adam Humphries on the left side. They cannot stop the clock. Well, they did apparently. I thought he was brought down inbounds. Montgomery will go from left to right of Fields. In the shotgun. Gets the snap. Throws. Kind of a weird... a couple people tripped there. He was able to get the ball away, so here we go. Another catch. Hit as he throws. Is Fields batted away? Rolling around there, having fun. I do believe that was Andrew Booth on the coverage, so the rookie getting involved. Harrison Smith on the coverage, rather. My bad. Thank you, stadium announcer. And Fields flushed. Caught. A big catch. Darnell Mooney. In between a couple of Vikings. Harrison Phillips will go back in coverage. Big hit put on by Eric Hendricks, forcing the incompletion. 26 seconds left to go. Minnesota's playing their off defense. They're only rushing 3 now. Justin Fields changing a few things. Throw left, incomplete, out of bounds. So here we go. What do you do now if you're the Bears? Anthony Barr drops back into coverage to join Josh Metellus, and we have a tie. There's a tie in the last game of the season. Incomplete again, and we now have... Hold on. There's a... Wowzers! The Giants and Eagles tie. The Giants and Eagles will tie. Oh, Nelly. Weird camera angle. And Vikings will play off 4th and 10. Fields gets the snap. Flush throws. Batted away. Early break up Harrison Smith, and that will just about do it. And Adrian Peterson. Vikings will call a timeout. Vikings called a timeout. They want that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. And here we go. After the breakup by Harrison Smith. Vikings going out on a high note. Skull. Yes, indeed. Desmond Ridder. Kneel down. Oh, he got hit in the head. He got hit by a bear. Boo. Boo. Count it down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Victory. So in quite possibly one of the greatest moments in sports history, Adrian Peterson returns to Minnesota, gets the 2-point conversion in his last home game last week and with the team that signed him. And then tonight, a 4th and 8. Nobody expected him to get the first down. He gets the first down and the touchdown in his last game as a Viking and in the NFL. 46-23 your final from Soldier Field. A meaningless football game, but a good win is a good win. And Minnesota will end the year with 4, and we still get overall pick number 2, so it's a win-win-win. Let's just take a moment to relish in what we have witnessed here today. For the first time since 1998, Minnesota has 3 wide receivers, each with 100 receptions, 3 deep 2.0. You be the judge. That's number 1. Number 2, Justin Jefferson sets the single-season receiving yards record. We'll get final tallies in the end-of-year extravaganza. We'd like to thank everybody for the wonderful season, even though it wasn't so nice at times. We saw flashes. And then number 3, Adrian Peterson coming in on a 4th and 8, getting the first down, and then the subsequent touchdown. Wowzers, what a turn of events there. As Minnesota takes the final game of the year in Chicago to end the season on a high note. We will take a look at these player stats. We'll get you back to the main screen and prep you for the playoffs. None of the teams we follow are in, but we're going to see what happens. So for the Vikings, Kirk Cousins ends the game on a 72.6 QB rating. Not terrible. Not good, but not terrible. 22 of 34, that is 64% completion percentage. For those of you that didn't want to do math or simply didn't look over here. 276 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks. For Desmond Ridder, he was 10 for 12, 83% completion percentage, 120, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He really didn't have to do much in this game. We had the lead. He was just brought in to throw when he needed to, otherwise hand it off to Dalvin Cook and Ty Chandler, who gets his first action of the season here in a meaningless game. Dalvin Cook, 30 carries, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day. Ty Chandler, 8 for 33, so not bad, averaging just under 4.2 yards per carry. And Dalvin Cook will get final broken tackle numbers, but it's got to be in the 30s. My heavens. And then, of course, Adrian Peterson, 3 carries at the end of the game, 11 yards, and the score. Justin Jefferson, 18 catches, 231. It's very clear they wanted him to get the record, and he did. Not only did he do it, he needed 152. He demolished it, and he set the bar even higher. 2 touchdowns on his day, 18 catches for number 18, 231. Tyler Johnson needed 3 catches to amass 100 on the season. He got 5 for 51. Irv Smith, 4 for 54. KJ Osborne, 2 for 27. Dalvin Cook, 2 for 22. And then Adam Thielen, who left the game with a torn labrum. 1 catch, 11 yards. Nobody cares about blocking. We're going to go to defense, look at total tackles, and it's the league-leading, season-leading, team-leading Eric Kendricks with 13. 9 for Sean Hicks. 8 for Patrick Peterson. 7 for Harrison Smith. 6 for Dantzler. Tackles for loss, we had a bunch. 3 for Hunter and Kendricks alone. Of course, those RPOs not really working there in the second half. We schemed for that, and by golly, did we ever hold Justin Fields to rushing. I think he broke 1 away, but it wasn't too terrible in the second half. Anthony Barr, Lewis Seen, Harrison Smith, Patrick Peterson, each with 1. Sacks, we got back there 3 times, 2 by Danielle Hunter, ending his season on a high note. Harrison Smith with 1 untouched. Harrison Smith also had 2 picks. Xavier Rhodes brought the tally for him, I do believe, up to 21, or what is it? Was it 22? It might have been 22. We will get final numbers from him and Zadarius White to see who led the league in interceptions. I know it was close. We were paying attention to the Bills game for a little bit there. Kicked off just about the time that we did. So a snow game in Buffalo. Pass deflections, we had 4 by Dantzler, Kendricks, Rhodes, and Smith. Forced fumbles, we had 2 by Smith and Hicks, recovered by Kendricks. No safeties, no defensive touchdowns, and no block kicks for your Minnesota Vikings defense. In the kicking game, Joey Sly, the Sly guy, 4 for 4 with 100, 4 for 5 on extra points. The wind was whistling today, and it took one, and he doinked it. So there you go. Nice wander, 1 punt, 37 yards, netting 31, and that's another underlying story. We only punted once in this game. My goodness. Wong Wu, kick returns, 1 for 19, punt returns, 2 for 14, longest of 8. We're going to get you back to the main screen where we will preview the off-season. Randy will get his not bye week, end-of-year extravaganza out of the way, and then we will get you ready for the 2023 NFL playoffs. This has been a proceeding of the NFL and the SSN. Any rebroadcast redistribution, or restream of this broadcast is prohibited without the express written consent, excuse me, of the NFL, the SSN, or any of its subsidiaries. Once again, meaningless game, end of the season, doesn't matter. Literally, we gain nothing. The Bears lose nothing. Minnesota pulls out a victory. 4th of the season, 46-23. This has been Randy Replay. See you in just a moment. And hello and welcome back to the main screen. I don't think anything will be updated just yet. Yeah, we'll have to wait for the end of the end of the end of year extravaganza. So be glued for be on the lookout for that. And we'll get you all that information. But as it sits right now, nothing has changed because I guess all the other games aren't final. A good thing to note, in the NFC East, we did have a tie. It's not going to play any... It's not going to have any implications for the playoffs, but the Giants and Eagles tied 31-31. My heavens. That's the only game that finished, apparently. So we'll get the news on all of that. There is one new injury. It is Adam Thielen, torn labrum. He'll be out. Doesn't matter, we're not in the playoffs, so he'll be ready to go next year as a 33-year-old wide receiver. And Christian Darrisaw still nursing those broken ribs. It'll be good to get him back next season as well. This has been Randy Replay. This has been Minnesota Vikings football. Yeah, it is what it is. So we'll get end of season stats. We'll get everything Minnesota Vikings football squared away, and then we will preview the playoffs in the end of year extravaganza. So feel free to watch that one when it goes. 4-13, let's go. You never thought we'd be cheering for 4-13, but here we are. Here we are. And in terms of records, it doesn't change anything. We still hold this number 2 overall pick, so our fans seem to be a little bit happy with a win at the end of the season. I know I am. But yeah, it is what it is. 4-13, we're still sole owners of the number 2 overall pick. But be warned, beware. Atlanta Falcons are coming for that top 3. They need a quarterback. Oh, geez. What teams did we say? The Vikings, the Texans, the Falcons, and then the Seahawks all need quarterbacks. They don't need it, but this is the year to get a quarterback. There are 3 good ones, and 4 teams are jockeying for position. It is rumored that the Atlanta Falcons are trying to trade up to the top 3 spots in the draft. And all signs are pointing to the Bills foregoing a quarterback and taking the left tackle or the outside linebacker with the number 1 overall pick. So that leaves the door wide open for us to have a pick of the litter, so to speak, of the quarterbacks, unless they pull a fast one. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the draft in a few short weeks here. Well, technically a month, but it'll go by quick, let me tell you. Wild Card Weekend is next week. Vikings will be watching from the couch, as well as all the other teams that we follow. I'll be watching together. This has been Randy Replay. Vikings go, as we said, on a high note, 46-23. Jeez. Little wishful thinking there, Randy, huh? 64-23. This has been Randy Replay. We thank you for all of your support through the NFL season. Be sure to stick around for the end of year extravaganza. I will see you in the next one.